Hey guys, so today we're gonna go ahead and install the vz102208, the high wing on a 2020 C8 Corvette. So we're just gonna go ahead and remove the 2207 of the C8, and then we're just gonna proceed in starting to assemble the high wing. So you're just gonna go ahead and grab the side winglet, and it's gonna basically follow the same mold of the wing. You're just gonna go ahead and use 2 bolts. What's his face? I'm gonna do it with my hand first, and then I'm gonna go ahead and tighten it up with the screwdriver. And you get like a close-up of where we're screwing it in. And then as you can see, it says flush. So now Gustavo's gonna do the other side.
And what you do to one side, do the exact same on the other side.
This thing looks sick. You should put it on 2-way. Don't do it too tight where it cracks. Now the C8 high wing has been fully assembled. So now we're just gonna go ahead and proceed in taking off the wheel. That way it's easier to get access to removing the liner. So we're gonna go ahead and proceed and lifting up the car. Fine. You can start taking that one off, Gustavo. Of course, this is our 3-piece wheel. It is fully customizable. You can go ahead and grab it in 3 different colors for the inner barrel, the outer barrel, and the centerpiece. They're also available in our website for your C8. Oh, and spec, you don't even have to buy new tires. Now we're just gonna go ahead and open the engine compartment. Where is it? You could also find the carbon fiber engine cover on our website. We do offer it in forged carbon and regular gloss carbon. We're gonna start taking off all of these star nuts on the edge. Then we're gonna go ahead and start taking off everything from the wheel liner. That way we get access to the bolts that are holding the rear bumper in place. So we're just gonna go ahead and proceed in taking off the bolts here, and then the ones on the bottom and the top here. The top here. We're gonna use these 3 tools. Have removed all the bolts, you're gonna go ahead and pull off the liner. Come out very easily. Okay, just give me 1 second. Now we can pull off the liner. So you can just pull off the liner, push it to the side. Now you got all the access to the rear bumper. So now we're just gonna go ahead and unscrew the 2 bolts here and the bolt up there. Let me look.
Motherfucker.
And the same step that you're doing here, you're gonna go ahead and repeat the same step on the other side. So these are just cut thin. You just wiggle it a little bit and then you pull it off. Once you take off the mud flap, you're gonna have 2 more start nuts in there. The passenger side, we have the intercooler. Franco, can you clean that up? So it's a little bit tough to get into the bolt that holds the bumper, which is right there.
Alright, now we're going to start taking off these, all on the inside, and then there's also one on the corner right here. Just loosen that one up. Same with everything else. And then we'll just hand loosen them all the way. Boom.
So now we're just gonna wiggle it off on the side a little bit. You want to get on this side? Let me get this.
Tell me you don't want to pull it off.
missing anything from the bottom? Okay. So now we're just gonna disconnect the rear bumper sensors. So first things first, you're gonna pull this red lever up. Once you do, you want to put a flat head, like a little one, under in the other side. Push it in, and then it comes out.
Don't forget to take the other wires, like this one that connects to that one. That one should be easy.
That one?
And that one should be easy too. The only one is gonna give you
red lever there too.
Yeah. The only one that you really need to take and be careful is when you remove your bumper is that one. And after that, it should all be easy after that. Like we're gonna show. So you need to wiggle the rear bumper, and then it simply will come off. And there you have it. And if you want to know what number came from your C8, you will have it on the left side. So like this one would be number 20th off the line, and on March the 2nd or 3rd.
So now we're just gonna go ahead and lay down the bumper. In order to take off the spoiler that it had on, we're gonna have to unbolt the bolts that it has currently on. So now we're just gonna go ahead and unbolt the original spoiler we had on. So we have what, the 10 number? To make it easier, we're just gonna go ahead and take off this panel here. Once you have removed that, then you can go ahead and remove the other two bolts and the spoiler. So in order to get to the bolt inside, we're just gonna go ahead and take off the tail light. You could cut this part. And we're just gonna go ahead and repeat the same thing on the other side. You have now removed all your bolts, and now we're just gonna go ahead and pull off the spoiler off and continue with the high wing spoiler. This
So we're just adjusting the bolts that are going to the legs of the spoiler. And once that's done, we're gonna go ahead and mount the rear bumper back onto the C8. Okay, so now that we have test fitted the rear spoiler, we're gonna go ahead and clean out the surface properly, just to ensure that once we peel off the protective film from the 3M double-sided tape, attaches properly on. So now we're gonna go ahead and mount the spoiler onto the rear of the C8, and then using the bolts and nuts provided, we'll end up attaching the spoiler onto the rear of the C8. So we're just using the bolts and nuts provided just to attach the spoiler, and once that's done, then we put back the bumper and we're good. Okay, so the high wing has been successfully mounted onto the rear bumper, and now we're gonna move with attaching the taillight. And once that's done, we're gonna go ahead and mount the bumper back onto the C8. so now we're gonna go ahead and proceed to mount back the rear bumper back onto the C8. Just make sure you're really careful. So we're just connecting the tail lights. Okay, so the rear bumper is back on, and we're just pretty much gonna start mounting the bolts and the fender line there, and that's pretty much it.
So that's it, guys. It's a wrap. As you guys can see, the installation is fairly simple. The most labor-intensive part would be taking off the rear bumper. Other than that, just mounting the spoiler itself, it should take anywhere between 20 minutes to 15. Now taking off the rear bumper, it's a different story. That should take you roughly between 45 to an hour and a half. For the most part, pretty straightforward installation. And don't forget, guys, for more awesome content, make sure to subscribe onto our YouTube channel to keep up to date with the newest released products from Vicrez. And as always, we'll see you guys next time.